welcome to another episode of Coloring Relaxation. I don't fucking know what the title is, I'm sorry. Today we're going to be listening to Anatomy of a Scandal. It's on Netflix. It's a really great show. And doing all these different things. Where the hell is my other one? Oh, they're there. Okay, I just want to make sure. I was like, what the heck are they? My apologies. But anyway, we're going to be listening to Anatomy of a Scandal today. I hope that's okay with y'all. And let's get started.
As colleagues do.
What about the fact that she'd also been your lover?
That wasn't on my mind at that moment. I genuinely wanted her opinion on the article.
What happened when the lift arrived?
I followed her in.
What were you hoping to discuss exactly?
The article's accusation of arrogance. It rocked me, and I thought of all the people in the world, she would put me right.
So once in the lift, did you talk?
No.
What happened?
She looked at me in a certain way that we had.
Did you approach her?
No, she reached up to kiss me.
How can you be so sure she initiated the kiss?
Because she reached up for my face. I remember being struck by it. Well, after that, we were in sync, as it was with us.
What do you mean by that?
I put my arms around her in an embrace. We were kissing. She moved one of my hands down to her bottom.
Miss Letton claims you wrenched her blouse open.
She's lying. I'm sorry to say, she helped me unbutton it. I'm not a man who wrenches blouses open. I'm not a brute.
And what about the laddered tights?
What must have happened when she tugged them down? I tried to help, but things were pretty heated by that point.
You did?
We were hungry for one another.
And the underwear with the ripped elastic, can you say how it came to be damaged?
No. It may have snagged when she pulled it down. I don't remember the sound of a rip. But
what, Mr. Whitehouse?
Miss Litton's underwear tended to be insubstantial.
How do you account for the bruise on Miss Litton's breast?
The result of an over-exuberant love bite.
Had that happened before?
Love bites? Yes, it was something she wanted when we made love. Something I did in the throes.
And so,
The bruise was not the goal. I hope it goes without saying.
consent. Mr. Whitehouse, the jury are here to consider the issue of consent. The question of yes and no, as my learned friend would have it. Miss Litton's evidence is that you said, don't be such a prick, tease. Now that would suggest that you knew she didn't want sex. Did you say that?
No.
Did you say don't tease me?
No.
Or some other use of the word tease?
We didn't talk.
Miss Litton's evidence is that she said, not here. Did you hear her say that?
I'm telling you, no words were exchanged. The only conversation we had was physical. We were well acquainted with one another's bodies and signals by this point.
Is it possible she could have said it and you didn't hear her?
No. We were in very close proximity. Miss Litton was giving me every indication that this was something she very much wanted. And I'm sorry to say, I didn't need any convincing.
Are you sure Miss Litton was consenting to intercourse? That she was saying essentially yes?
Not only was she consenting, she was insisting. She was saying, hell yes.
Are you certain of this, Mr. Whitehouse?
I have never been more certain of anything.
Thank you. That's all I have to ask, my lord. Mr. Whitehouse, I want to go straight to the day this incident occurred. You were due to address the Home Affairs Select Committee meeting, isn't that right?
Yes.
On a key issue?
Yes.
The meeting was just about to start, correct?
Correct.
In how long, Mr. Whitehouse?
I don't know, not long.
A matter of minutes?
Yes.
So not very long. What were you planning to do in that time?
Just get my bearings back, I suppose.
Were you planning to have sex in those few minutes, Mr. Whitehouse?
No, of course not.
Was that part of getting your bearings back?
No.
So when you charged off down the hallway in the opposite direction of the meeting you were due to attend, where were you going?
Nowhere in particular. I was upset.
Because you've been called arrogant by the Times?
I didn't think it was fair.
So you weren't looking for somewhere to have private sex?
No, I wasn't.
And yet, Mr. Whitehouse, within a minute or so, that's exactly what you were doing. Having sex in a lift with your ex-mistress.
That was not the plan.
I'm surrounded by jewelers. I'm a third generation in my family. My mother always talked to me about it's not selfish to take care of yourself. It's not selfish to pursue your dreams. It's a way to show love for yourself and you invest in the areas that matter to you. Fine jewelry traditionally has been marketed for men to buy for women. And so at the jury we say buy.
Yeah, screw it.
We define luxury.
Well, it's almost done, sorry.
Rewrite the rules.
I just have a few more points to clarify. Miss Litton says you wrenched her blouse open.
I did not.
You're a strong man, Mr. Whitehouse, a former Oxford rowing guru, I understand, an athlete. And you can state to a certainty that you've never wrenched a woman's blouse in a moment of passion.
I can.
Miss Litton says you ripped her underwear in the lift.
I didn't rip her underwear.
Well, they ripped by themselves then.
No.
That's how, what was your word? Insubstantial the underwear was. You have expertise when it comes to the substantiality of a woman's underwear.
My lord, Miss Woodcroft.
This wasn't a normal situation for you, was it?
What do you mean?
Unless, of course, having upright sex with a woman while you were travelling from A to B was normal for you.
No, it wasn't normal.
Never happened before.
Never.
You and Miss Litton had had sex in the Commons before on 2 occasions.
Yes.
So you might have reasonably expected for her to be willing to do this again, to have sex with you in another common setting.
Perhaps, just not at that particular moment.
You were enraged when you entered the lift, weren't you?
No.
You were angry about the article.
A bit frustrated, not enraged.
To be clear, it was fast what happened in the lift, over in less than a minute or 2.
Yes.
So let me ask you again, Mr. Whitehouse, when you entered the lift, were you hoping that sex might take place?
No, not initially.
So what happened? What suddenly made you want to have sex?
As I said, she looked at me and it became pretty clear pretty quickly that was going to happen. I didn't enter the lift thinking that was going to happen.
So you enter the lift, she looks at you in a certain way, and then you immediately collide and kiss.
Not immediately, no.
And then your hand is on her bottom.
She got...
It's on commercial again, sorry guys. One more commercial to go. Sometimes it's 1, sometimes it's 3. Well, that one just came out of the blue. I hate the Netflix commercials, but it's cheap.
I'm so pleased. When will I be home? Soon. We need to start assembling.
Please forgive me. For what? For saying that I was in love with her. I had to make the relationship sound real. It was purely strategic.
Advice from your barrister. Like this love.
Just instinct. But I want you to know it's not true.
That was cracking, Kate. I doubt we've ever had a woman talk to him that way. Just take these back to chambers then?
Yes, please.
I see what you're doing. Korea's carrying it down in some cases like this. Do I know you?
And it's fine.
If I don't know you, I should. Miss Woodcroft.
Hello?
Hello. Yes.
Oh, lovely. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You want some cake?
Who says no to cake, right?
Do you know what? I am quite a lot of excitement today. I'll be back.
One sec, guys. Sophie.
I'll be back.
Yes.
Hey,
Where are you?
chambers.
Still?
Need to find my clothing.
Did you fuck up brilliantly today?
I think so. So did he.
You're okay?
Unclear. I got through it at least.
Maybe company, chocolate?
Both. I need to work.
I'm here.
And I love you for that.
This is going to end.
One way or the other.
I vote for the former.
Thanks, lovely. Mrs. Whitehouse. Miss Woodcroft.
When your door is always open, so is the fridge. At Kroger, however...
There's only 2 commercials now for the next episode. Yeah, I was already almost done with it. I usually watch Netflix every night before I go to bed, which is right around 1 and 5 or 6 in the morning, you know. except on the weekends. I take NyQuil and Unisom to help me sleep.
Mrs. Whitehouse. Miss Woodcroft. Can I help you? You look familiar.
I should hope so. I'm prosecuting your husband.
Have we met before?
Not that I recall.
I forgive my manners then. Sophie Whitehouse. Did you go to Oxford?
Liverpool. Why are you here, Mrs. Whitehouse?
It's just that you look so familiar. Perhaps we shared a mutual friend. Did you ever know Holly Berry?
No. I think I remember that name. Did you go to Liverpool?
Oxford. We really shouldn't be speaking, because you're trying to send my husband to prison.
It's not personal.
He's not a rapist.
You're certain of that?
I know my husband.
I suspect you do. Is there anything else?
Yes. Sorry to disturb you.
Jordan,
Should go.
you don't really know.
Not here.
You're such a pro tease.
Daddy. Can't sleep. I can't sleep either. Yes.
Coming. You do realise this is harassment, right?
Ali, she knows.
Sorry?
Sophie, she knows.
Did she actually come right out and say it?
Pretty much. She knows I'm Holly.
Look, I wasn't there, but if she did know, she'd have already told James, and you've been handcuffed by now.
What if she has told him? What if they've gone directly to the press, bypassing Angela even?
Okay, now you're saying it's paranoid. And what's he going to say to the press? I'm being prosecuted by the woman I raped at uni.
What happens if they found me out and I tried my last case?
Don't say that.
Because that would fucking kill me.
It's 1:30 in the morning. Where have you been?
Walking. Thinking.
Things might not go my way tomorrow. I might go down.
You won't.
You've always defended me, stood by me.
I have.
Holly Berry. What did she look like?
Why?
When was the last time you saw her?
I thought I saw her today.
Today? Where?
In the street. I saw a woman and I thought, my God, that's Holly. It was just my mind. Playing tricks.
Please don't hate me, but tonight at the end of year libertine party, I might have been with her.
With Holly?
I was running back to your room and I collided with a woman in the cloisters who looked familiar. And just barely. It was dark. We were both a bit drunk. And it was spontaneous.
You were spontaneous. Am I to understand? A man jumped or fell to his death. You ran from the scene, collided with a woman who looked barely familiar, and proceeded to have sex with her.
Consensual sex. But what? Well, afterwards, she seemed shaken and was a virgin, it turned out. And my sense of it was that the encounter fell short of her romantic expectations. And I was absolutely bitten,
Brutish.
abrupt.
So what was Clark said?
It was rubbish. It was certainly 100% not rape. And look, I'm just trying to be honest with myself.